Welp, that was one hell of a trailer. Although it was out of context, this new trailer showcased a ton of interesting stuff. Here's what you might have missed. But before I begin, don't forget to subscribe for more Has-Been Hotel and Helluva Boss content, as well as more animation theories, analysis, and reviews. First off, it seems like Moxxie has gotten himself and the gang into a bit of trouble. Not only do we have Millie telling Mox not to panic, Blitz also accuses something of being all Moxxie's fault, while Moxxie questions how it's his fault. If I had to guess, he probably got in trouble on Blitz's behalf. Whatever the case, it seems said trouble might be caused by this hulking demon right here, as well as the little fizz-looking demon on his right shoulder, taking place in some Vegas-like venue called Aussies. For some reason, it looks like they've got some beef with Mox playing guitar. Not sure why, I thought he was pretty good at it.
She takes away my breath, she's the angel of death for me.
While I'm not sure if it's Mammon himself, I'd have to guess that this is the greed ring due to the smaller demon on his shoulder, bearing a striking resemblance to RoboFizz, and perhaps he even is the real Fizzarolli. The powerful appearance of the big guy makes me think that he might be an overlord. While he could be Mammon, he doesn't really resemble Mammon's logo, which makes me question whether it is or not. However, no one said that the logo had to 100% look like Mammon. Speaking of the greed ring, we now have somewhat of an idea of how the rings are traversed. In the trailer, we hear that there's some kind of elevator called Elevator 666, and that it leads to the Lust Ring. Funnily, we see a flyer for RoboFizz's services on the wall of one of the streets, along with a poster that says "Welcome to the Lust Ring." Unsurprisingly, what we do see of it appears to be a red light district, meaning a part of an urban area where there's a high concentration of prostitution and other sex-related businesses. Being the Lust Ring, it's most likely a lot of the ring is like this. Anyway, coming back to the elevator concept, this raises some questions. If it's an elevator, then there may not be some kind of magical force keeping sinners in the Pride Ring. So could it be that sinners actually can physically traverse the rings? Maybe they're just not allowed inside the elevator. Having an elevator system also supports the theory that the rings are on top of each other, like the 9 circles of hell in Dante's Inferno. While we hear about Elevator 666, what actually appears on screen are 3 cutesy looking cherubs. These cherubs actually belong to the organization CHERUB, with one of them being called Colin, as was revealed in a sneak peek a few months back. As it so happens, this isn't the only thing from the sneak peeks that we saw in this trailer. We may not know what it stands for yet, but what we do know is that their job is to keep your loved ones alive, sort of acting like IMP's direct opposite. Something else that's been revealed in the trailer is that Blitz's past is coming back to haunt him. But Blitz assures his crew that they're making it a much bigger deal than it needs to be, which probably means that it's a huge fucking deal. Interestingly, a particular line is played from Lululand.
Does anybody love you?
Blitzo.
To me, it makes it sound like this whole ordeal might be to do with Blitz's love life. Could it be that this Ashley bait looking arse is his former flame? I don't think so. More likely it's probably Luna's dad, brother or boyfriend. And he'll probably be voiced by Ed Bosco.
Oh, Ashley. I may be a wolf, but you'll be the one howling very soon.
So who could the figure from Blitzy's past be? My theory is that it might be the person in heels that Blitzo is cowering from in this scene. We're almost done, but before we wrap things up, we need to talk about Stolas. Stolas is looking worse for wear in this trailer to say the least, with eye bags, a torn cape, and tufts of feathers all over the show. This is most likely due to his failing marriage with Stella, as it's very likely he's depressed and may not be looking after himself. Alternatively, he could be having some kind of work-related issue, as we see him performing what may be his job's tasks. He's pictured with a crystal ball, which means his duties could involve fortune-telling. Being based on a Goetic prince with an affiliation with astrology, this would make a lot of sense. We see him looking around Aussie's towards the first half of the trailer, so there's a chance that this takes place at Aussie's. Interestingly, in that same scene, Stolas shoots up out of his chair and looks as if he's seen something terrible. It could be that IMP are disrupting his workplace, which would definitely fit in if this is in Aussie's, as we know Moxxie gets into trouble there. Finally, let's address the stuff that's a little harder to work out. We have this creepy reptilian looking glowing eye, along with some presumably human woman on stage encouraging her crowd to get ready to make some bitchin' bad choices. To make a wild guess, it's possible that the eye belongs to whoever the main antagonist of the series might be. As for the woman, she may be IMP's next target or perhaps even a future client. But these are just random guesses, and I'm really excited to find out who they actually are. And I think that's everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below, as well as anything I might have missed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.